Hey everyone, imagine this. You're flying at 31,000 feet when the pilot suddenly collapses. There's no co-pilot, no experience, and no clue what to do. In most aircraft, this would instantly turn into a nightmare. But now, here's the crazy part. You don't panic, and you don't grab the controls. Instead, you press one red button. That's it. The plane talks to air traffic control, chooses the nearest suitable airport, and lands itself perfectly. This isn't science fiction. This isn't military technology. This is a personal jet you can actually buy. But here's the real question. Is this the safest jet ever built? How much does a Cirrus Vision Jet cost? What actually happens when you press the Safe Return Autoland button? Can a $3.5 million jet really land on a grass or dirt runway? Why does the Cirrus Vision Jet have a parachute? Let's find out. The true cost of owning a Vision Jet. Owning a piece of aviation's future comes with a significant price tag. As of 2026, a brand new Cirrus Vision Jet G2 typically costs between $3.2 million and $3.6 million, depending on the interior options and exterior paint. If you are looking at the pre-owned market, earlier G1 models can be found for roughly $2 million. Beyond the purchase price, you must account for direct operating costs. This includes burning about 65 gallons of Jet A fuel per hour, engine maintenance programs, and high insurance premiums. On average, you should expect to spend between $1,200 and $1,500 for every hour you fly this aircraft. The Safe Return button. Autoland system is a marvel of modern engineering. Once the button is pressed, the jet's Garmin-powered brain instantly analyzes the surrounding terrain, current weather, and remaining fuel. It automatically selects the nearest airport with a runway long enough for a jet landing. It then switches the radio to the emergency frequency, broadcasts a Mayday call to alert air traffic control, and flies the entire approach itself. The system lowers the landing gear, touches down smoothly, applies the brakes, and shuts down the engine so passengers can safely exit. It is essentially a get-out-of-death-free card for non-pilots. Safety in a Cirrus isn't just about computers, it's also about hardware. The Vision Jet is the only civilian jet in the world equipped with CAPS, Cirrus Airframe Parachute System. If the single Williams FJ-33 engine fails, or the pilot becomes disoriented, pulling a handle in the ceiling fires a solid-fuel rocket. This rocket deploys a massive parachute that lowers the entire 6,000-pound airplane to the ground. While some critics argue this makes pilots lazy, the system has saved hundreds of lives in Cirrus aircraft, providing a final layer of protection that no Boeing or Gulfstream offers. A common question is whether this $3.5 million machine can land on grass or dirt. While the jet features trailing link landing gear, which acts like a luxury car's suspension to soak up bumps, landing on unpaved surfaces is highly discouraged. Because the engine is mounted on top of the fuselage, it acts like a massive vacuum. If it sucks up a single rock or clump of grass, known as foreign object damage, or FOD, it can cause hundreds of thousands of dollars in damage. This delicate nature is why some traditional pilots dislike the jet, calling it a toy compared to rugged turboprops like the Pilatus PC-12 or TBM 960, which are faster and built for rough backcountry strips. Finally, the Vision Jet is often marketed as a 7-seater, but you have to read the fine print. The cabin is configured as a 5+2 layout, meaning the 2 seats in the very back are tiny and strictly designed for children or small teenagers. Furthermore, airplanes are limited by useful load. If you actually put 7 people and their luggage inside, the plane becomes too heavy to carry a full tank of fuel. In a real-world scenario, if you fill every seat, your range might drop to just 400 or 500 miles. It is a perfect flying SUV for a family trip. But if you want to take 7 adults across the country, you'll need a much larger and more expensive jet.